Welcome back, everybody, to episode 6 of the Sealed Only series. Last week, we made some pretty good strides in our deck. We opened the Jafar Palace Heist box set. Wonderful little sets for the players here, especially the budget players. We get Docs, we got Vincenzo's, we got Tipos, which we hated immediately. And spoiler alert, we're not playing the kid again. We're not playing the kid again. It's not a Tipo deck, at least right now. I don't think it'll ever become a Tipo deck for what it's worth, but no more Tipos. That's the big thing from last episode. No more T-Pose. This episode, we are going to be trying to see if we can get any more of some of these powerhouse cards that we actually got from the Jafar box set previously. Now, if you were smart like me, let me phrase that. If you were smarter than me, you would have probably just picked up 2 more box sets if you don't want to open any sealed product. If you're not trying to buy singles, which you should always buy singles in this game for what it's worth, you would be trying to get 2 more Vincenzo's like I am. I'm not doing that. Instead, I got a good deal from a game store for 7 Reign of Jafar booster packs just to score another Vincenzo. Now, there's a couple other cards that I wouldn't be too upset to pick up. A couple Captain Hooks in the pool wouldn't be too bad. There is also the Jasmine. The Shift Jasmine line is pretty sweet and does actually work quite well with our current build, but it's like a super rare, and I am not banking on getting 4 super rares anytime soon. But the main card is Vincenzo. So we are going to open up a bunch of Reign of Jafar, and then part of the deal, or along with that, I also did get 3 packs of Whispers in the Well. It comes up to about $51 or so after it was basically $5 a pack, which is a great deal. But that is what we're going to be working with for this week's episode. I'm just going to jump right into it. We got lots of packs to open up. I think we're going to start with these Reign of Jafars and end it with the Whispers in the Well. We did get our second Thunderbolt from locals yesterday. Absolutely massive. We got our 4th Judy Hops. Absolutely massive. I don't know if there's too much more. I mean, another 6-drop Judy and another Nick Wild is ideal. There's still some good things I wouldn't mind pulling out of this, but nonetheless, let's jump into it. Reign of Jafar. When the set came out, it was I was pretty excited for it, even though I knew competitively it wasn't the best set in the game. I just thought some of the card design was really cool. I love Duel Links as a card as a concept, but get these out of the way, man. Get these out of here. All right, started off strong with the old Dalmatian puppy, a Wardrobe, a Khan, Nero, Tipo, Gloyd Orange Boar, Don Carnage, a Pua. They never came back. Nothing we won't do. Super Rare Perdita, that's the wrong Duel Link Super Rare that we're looking for. We're not playing puppies. And a foil Brutus. Shout out to the miscut, in quotes, everyone always thought this is a miscut thing or whatever. I always got tricked by these thinking they were enchanted or something, but I've not opened this set in forever. Wow. I have fond memories of this set. I like the format, if anything. It was a fun format. Charlotte LaBouffe, television set for our puppies, obviously. Ariana, a 5-cost 5/5. It's not better than Scuttle. Yelena, Mad Dog, Friend Owl, Pull the Lever, Ka, Droon, Sword of Shan Yu, a Rhino. I don't need a Rhino. That's the wrong Duel Link Steel card. Come on, brother. Come on. And a Hamster Ball with our Rhino. That's technically our second Rhino. Or third Rhino, actually, because the box set, the Jafar comes with a Rhino. Maybe we can pivot to Amber Steel. I don't think we're doing that. Another puppy. Another Friend Owl. Palace card. That card's pretty good. Tramp. Lumiere. Olaf. Another Atataya. It's the wrong 7-drop, but I guess it's something. Figaro, Sir Pelennor, Archimedes, a Falling, and a foil Olaf. Guys, I'm already filled with regret. I knew deep down this is probably so risky to try, but I'm filled with utter regret already. But this is part of the journey sometimes. Dewey, Toby Turtle, Royal Guard. That's a Jock. I got an Alice television set. We got a Bernard. When you play this character, if you have an ally character play, you may draw a card. This card's kind of neat. It's just worse dock for what it's worth, but I'll set it aside. This card's cool. Rockefords. We got a Monstro. That card's really sweet. Not for our deck. I just really like that card. And a lady, followed by a Candy Drift foil. Just kind of excited for those rares and not what we were looking for. Is that already? Are we already 4 packs down? Dude, this set is terrible. What am I doing? What am I doing? I was having so much fun slamming Vincenzos on people at locals. I'm like, I know, I'll just get more Vincenzos. Like, it's that easy to get rares. We got a Jean, Yelena, Mad Dog, Friend Owl, Go-Go, Tamago. Oh, we got the Illusion Magic Carpet. We got Zipper, Thumper, Rolly. We got an Elsa, a Fred, and a Foil Lewis. The card's not bad. So, like, there's also, like, I also had this, like, bleak hope that I wanted to get a Namari. Maybe 2. Maybe 2. We know that's probably not happening here. Man, this has been awful. This pack's open kind of funny. We got Joey, Mouse Queen, General Lee, Camilla Madrigal, Bill the Lizard, Gaston, Hiro Hamada, Pua, Alma Madrigal. We have a Bolt Down But Not Out, Wrong Dual Ink Super Rare Steel card. We got the Jafar, and then a Foil Lady. Bam. This is kind of the first time, I will say, though, in 6 episodes that we were, like, this down on pack luck. Which I guess is saying something. Like, that's pretty good for what it's worth. Yeah, we got Dewey, Go-Go, Magic Carpet, Poe Dispel, we got a Fred, Vanellope, another Lewis. I think we have a playset of this card now. Ridiculous. We got a patch. Medusa, the first rare, is a Stitch Alien Troublemaker. I guess it's our 3rd copy. We weren't really running them to begin with, but maybe we can. And our last rare is a Ludwig Von Drake and a foil Super Flynn Rider. Okay. Well, no Vincenzos. I truly felt in my heart we could get at least 1 Vincenzo. Was that asking a lot? Yeah. Yeah. Not saying it wasn't. But you know, we got some whisper facts. We got some whisper facts to heal the soul a little bit. Every card's good in this set. Every card's good. All right. Oh, Henwin, there you are. Good old Henwin off the start. Mother Gothel, Violet Saberwing, Big Nose, there I am again. Another Francine, a Miss Speakley, Webby Vanderquack, Great Illuminary. We have a Pluto. First rare is a Goldie O'Gilt, followed by Super Little John, and a foil Castle of the Horned King. This is top, everybody. Alright, everyone. Bless these packs. Bless these packs. We got another Genie. Rama. Love that card. A Fragile as a Flower with a lot of, like... I'm not sure if you can see that, but there's, like, a lot of, like fraying on the edge there. Finnick. Putting it all together. Flash, 100-yard dash. Time to Go. Ka. Zootopia. Ichabod Crane. Not the one I kind of want. Not the 2-drop. Super Simba. This card's sweet. Again, not for our deck, though. And a foil Pluto. Guys, I think this might be the biggest episode for openings we've had in a long time. All because of my own hubris. All for my own hubris. Alright, we got Promising Lead. We got a Bronx. Violet Saberwing. Clawhauser. Raja. So Be It. Or Rewrite History. The Great Illuminary. Tinkerbell. Ooh, we got Chief Bogo. This is the first time we've seen this card. During your turn, this character can't be dealt damage, and your other characters gain the Detective classification. I don't know if we're going to put into our deck. It's kind of cool, though. I mean, it's the coolest card that we've pulled so far. So we'll probably at least play it for this week. Just for the content, if anything. He's not even a detective himself, I just realized. He's not anything. You know what? That's fine. And then, oh, okay. We got a legendary. We have a legendary. Goliath. We'll open up. Wow. All right, everybody. I gotta say, what was it? It was 10 packs. And our coolest pull is this very miscut Chief Bogo. I didn't even realize how miscut. Look at this. It's super miscut. And our second Black Cauldron. That's heartbreaking. That is truly heartbreaking. I guess they were a good deal for a reason. They were truly for a good reason. There really is like nothing new, I think, to put in the deck. Aside from those cards. Like, I mean, let's be honest, we're not playing these cards. We're not playing the Atataya or the Bernard. Now I gotta sort these. That's the worst part. Though I will say the pulls this week weren't great. I think our deck, I have a clear direction of how I want to take the deck and the deck build this week, if anything. So I'm pretty excited for that. We're going back to Mickey's. Spoiler, we're going back to Mickey's. I don't know why I got that card thinking Tipo is any better. I got glazed over in the eyes looking at anything else but it's Tipo. So I will make some changes. I will show you the deck that we're going to be playing at locals this week, and I'll catch you back here in a second. Another Black Cauldron. I cannot believe that. I feel pretty good about the deck for this week. Now, right away, I will say, unless I change my mind, I have no idea where I'm fitting Chief Bogo. Like, there is really no benefit to making anything else a detective in our already like 30 card detective deck. And he's a one. He has 1 health. It's just not worth it. It's a cool card though. So even though we were really not adding anything from what we opened today, the biggest highlights in here are from yesterday's polls from locals. We have our 3rd Strength Raging Fire promo, super big, utterly incredible. I just need one more to complete the playset, and that already ups the consistency and like the play pattern potential of the deck so much. We got a 3rd Broadway, which I'm a guy that likes to see, like, I like to have multiple copies of cards in my deck quite a bit. So I'm really happy to see a 3rd Broadway. Broadway has been a card that's kind of overperformed, honestly. Like, we don't always have a ton of cards in hand for the most part, and so we aren't affected by Stone by Day. The Bodyguard's been really relevant, like after playing like a Judy Hop, so that we can like quest with it and then like bodyguard it. So having a 3rd is great. We finally got our 2nd He Heralded Thunderbolt. So we do have a nice little package of 3 strength, 2 He Heralded Thunderbolt. I took out the cannons for this week because we are going back to the 4 Mickeys, as you can see, instead of Tipo. I think this fits the deck way better. There's a lot more 5-drops. I'm more interested in playing like a Nick Wilde or a Broadway or a Genie, and that allows us to go like a 1-2 Mickey on 3 strength. Play 5 drops, play strength on turn 3 or turn 4, which is really nice. I followed into like a Tinkerbell or a Judy Hopps or a Clawhauser, which is still some of our better cards, and then only 2 Vincenzo still. We still run into Prince Charming. It's all we really got for like reasonable 7-drops. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be changing that. I kind of am wondering if it's worth running Atataya at this point instead of Prince Charming. Just say like, well, it's big. What are you gonna do? But for now, I think Prince Charming is still reasonable to be playing. Otherwise, and then the 4th Judy Hopps. The 4th Judy Hopps is great. It's very, very, it's one of the best cards. Frankly, it is the best card in our deck. Can't even front on that one, I'd say at this point. But as you can see, the deck is full of like 3-ofs. Or like pretty like nice looking counts of cards. I would say I'm very excited by that. I think the big thing that we're missing like 2 things right now. We're missing a bit more top end. Love to get. I really want to get more Vincenzos if I can. I don't think I want to go into another Jafar Palace high set though. But I don't. Maybe I'll just do it. Spend $20 for 1 Vincenzo. Maybe that's worth it. I don't know. We definitely want a 4th Tinkerbell. I did want to open a Tinkerbell gift set this week, but I couldn't find any, sadly, so I'm hoping for next week. That's probably what we're going to be doing. And then our early game as well is something that I'm not really sure what to do. Honestly, if you guys have suggestions for it, that'd be great. Because the 4 1-drop Nick Wild's been great, just so I can shift into Nick Wild, and honestly, one of the best pieces is being able to play Judy and find this stupid little 1-drop in it and just grab an Inkable, and that's been one of the best use cases there. Milan's been good to filter out cards like Mickey and Too Many Docs and all that. And then right now, other than the 4-doc, the only other 2-drop I have is these 2 Daisy Ducks still. I'm flip-flopping between the Cricky if it's good enough in the deck or not. And same with these Daisy Ducks for what it's worth, but I don't really know much more of what I should be looking for. I know there's a Minnie Mouse Ghost Finder card that I could be putting in that also can on play gives detectives alert, but I think that's just worse than Cricky in every way, even if it's a detective. So if you guys have any ideas for better 2-drops, if anything, to put to the deck, or I should maybe be trying to go for, I'm absolutely all ears. But otherwise, I think the deck, I think this is pretty close to what we're probably going to be looking like for set champ season. It's only 2-3 weeks away, so wish us luck at locals tonight. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, 2-1 again last week, 6 weeks in a row, 2-1. I can't, we have to break that. We have to get 3-0, or at least 1-2, at least ones, we're hoping for the 3-0. But anyway, we're going to see you at locals tonight. Catch you all around. Thank you. Alright, it's another day. We're here at locals. We got a fresh cut for the record. Nice little change of pace here. So I did make a couple changes real quick I wanted to share before we hop into the locals here. I did a couple test hands, and I felt like 4-doc was just too many. And I was really lacking some more of the early game I talked about. I don't know why in the middle of the deck, the profile, that I totally forgot about Black Heron that we had in our starter deck, but that's a card that I was looking for more ways to at least contest the board, and the 2 cost 3/3 vanilla. I forgot why I took it out, and I forgot that it was even an option, so I took out a doc, the 2 Daisy Ducks, and a Mulan for 4 of the Black Heron. I think that's just going to be a little bit better for our early game potential anyway, for the most part. But otherwise, we're here at Viral Games again. Tonight, we're hoping for a couple things. Hoping for our 4th strength so we can be done with that. We don't have to worry about it anymore. Second, we're hoping to break our 2-1 record. Don't want to go 1-3 or 1-2 or even worse, but would love to at least try to get the 3-0 tonight. I'm feeling better about the deck than I did last week, that's for dang sure, but we're going to get into locals here, and I'll catch you after, right? See ya. And we're here with a game at locals. This was unfortunately the only game I got to record tonight. This is round 3 against Sapphire Steel allies with the Jasmine shift line here. I really like the deck. I'm a big fan of the Jasmine shift line. We're just trying to curve out here at this point. I think we have a slight favored into this matchup for what it's worth, because we have naturally bigger bodies, and we have a similar source of a draw engine without having to rely on the ally tag here. And you can see we're just starting to curve out here. My opponent, unfortunately, in both games didn't draw the very best in this matchup here. So we go ahead. They play, it looks like a 3rd Tipo here, a 2nd Tipo here, unfortunately, and they just go ahead and quest out, which does, in fact, unfortunately leave them quite open to the Nick Wild here, where now we get to start making trades and drawing cards. It's very, very potent here. Just gonna go ahead and keep drawing out here. This is pretty quick games. I did have a round 1 match against the Cinderella Ramp Sapphire Steel, and that was a really, really, really good match. Went to game 3, just couldn't close it out, unfortunately. Missed 1 and 2 in those games, but we see the Namari here come down, and we drop our Judy Hops, allowing our Nick Wild to trade without having to die, which is great. And then we just start questing out, as we're very, very wide at this point compared to just the Namari. Just gonna go ahead and play out the Kita here. And then she's in kind of a very difficult position when the board just gets this wide. She goes ahead and clears the Nick Wild here. Gotta go ahead. Unfortunately, we're gonna curve out into the Vincenzo here, clear out the Namari, and I think we have game on board already. Just gonna go ahead and play out Broadway. Just gonna strength the Black Heron. That's all she can take out, and I think we unfortunately have game on board right here. 3, 5, 7, 8. Yep. So we just go straight to 20. Basically, pretty simple game. We were on the place. We got to curve out and just continue with our plan. If we had a strength, that would have been really, really good there. But yeah, obviously we didn't need it there. Going to game 2 here. We both ink and pass. No 1-drops for either of us. Just gonna go ahead, ink, and I believe she T-pos here. No, she goes for a Mulan, which of course, always drawing the 1-drop after you don't have it, right? Always. Ink and think, well, we play a Black Heron. I was pretty impressed with the Black Herons again. I feel like the deck is molding closer to what it was like week 2, week 3 build, which felt pretty good back then. All the experimenting, I think, just nails down. Just like, okay, I think just, in a more rogue style play here, curving out just works quite well. She sails. We're going to go play our Mickey. This is exactly what we want to be doing here. Questing with the Black Heron. Plays to develop, 1 jumps, just not a whole lot of gas, unfortunately. She just goes ahead and quests. I think her hand is pretty medium, unfortunately, here. We can clear the Mulan with the Mickey. We quest here, get the big old 4/7 Genie. Another overperformer, honestly, in the deck. There's been a lot of steel cards locally for me in my metagame, so the Genie has actually been really, really good just to have. We go ahead and play down our Tinkerbell, another great top end card here. Really, really hoping to get a 4th here by next week. That's kind of the goal. Finish up that playset and go on from there. She goes ahead, finds no card. She does Hades the Tinkerbell here. We're gonna go ahead and ready up. Let's see. I believe we challenge. Yep, we challenge the Jasmine here, and then we just go ahead and slam the Prince Charming down. Look at him. Prince Charming after the Hades. They'll love to see it. Then we have Tipo into Namari. With the Hades on board here, I think she goes ahead and quests for 2. Yeah, she goes for 2 here. There's not much you can really do to the Prince Charming if you don't have the Hades to remove it. We go ahead, go for the Mickey, and I think we ink and go for another 2 quester here. We go for Black Heron, and then we strength the Namari here, and then we just go ahead and quest for 5. I'm sorry. And drew another Tipo. Not much you could really do about that, unfortunately. Sometimes you just get the bad hands, and the Prince Charming kind of just controls the game here. But sometimes it is what it is, though. But I think it showcases the power of just curving out in our deck, similar to Purple Seal, with bigger bodies instead of evasive characters, which works out quite well in the Steel metagame. So
we're back from locals at Viral. Can you believe it? I'm 2-1 once again. Nothing new there. I unfortunately didn't get all 3 rounds recorded, which is a shame because round 1 was probably the best rounds, I would say. I played against Sapphire Steel round 1, and I was able to take game 1, but then game 3 I missed a 1 and 2. Just got outpaced, unfortunately. But it was a really good set of games. Easily the best games I had tonight. I did lose that one. That was our 1 loss, and then I played Brainiac, losing game 1 there, but then I was able to aggro out games 2 and 3. Didn't have the most, in their hands, unfortunately, for the Brainiac player. And then the 1 game I was able to get recorded was against another Sapphire Steel. This one was like kind of with the allies, with the Jasmine and whatnot, but again, just kind of like pretty tough hands. So I was able to take that 2-0. But I mean, the deck felt really good, though. I really, really like the direction that the deck is. I think Mickey feels correct. I think I forgot to get my promo. Let's see if we can go back and get it. 1 second. Where was I? But we got our last strength promo, so we were able to get the 4 strengths so that we have all 4 strength raging fires. Gonna help our deck significantly. We don't have to grind for those anymore. This is like the last store that I know that really had them, so it really worked out that I was able to get them last one here, and we got 2 packs here. So let's open up our packs, see what we got. There's just like a couple of cards I wouldn't mind picking up from Whispers in the Well, but otherwise I'm not sure if it's worth going through this set too much more. But we're gonna see. All right, I'm pretty sure that's fine on the camera here. Make sure it's get it better this time. So we got a Henwin, Ghostly Tail, Cauldron Born, a Francine. We got enough Francines. Miss Beakley, Chomp, Terran for our Henwin, Gwithant for our Terran Henwin, a Sleepy Hollow. We got a Scrooge Duck Rare. Oh, we got Legendary, everybody. Please. Oh, please don't be Black Cauldron, please. No! Come on, dude! A foil Shirkan. I just don't have it in me anymore. I just Goliath, Cinderella, Hades. It's so many cards. It's even cards I personally would just want. No, Black Cauldron. Well, so depressing. That's okay though. We got a second pack to make up for it. Ooh, it's gold. All right, Genie, Shere Khan, Violet Saberwing. That's our third. Inspector Tezuka. I don't think we're playing it, but you know what? I think the card's cool. Goofy, Baloo, or Rewrite History, The Great Illuminary, Lexington. Oh, this is our third Lexington. That's nice to have. I don't think we're going to go up on Lexington. Maybe we do, just to help Battle Purple Steel a bit better, but I don't know. I'm happy to have the third. That's good to have. First rare is a Trust in Me, followed by a Cold Stone, the Creamery, foil Jetsam. The Lexington is not a bad thing to have in the back pocket. Again, I don't think we're going to be going for more Lexington, but I would say, I mean, as far as uncommons can go, it's probably the best thing I could have gotten here. In terms of legendaries, definitely the worst I could have gotten. I would have been happier with Shere Khan just to have, honestly. But what do you do, right? What do? You got to make do with what you do, and sometimes you pull Black Cauldron as your legendary. So anyway, next episode, keep a lookout. We are getting closer and closer to set champ season, where all this is culminating to. I have the exact idea of what I'm going to do next for opening next week. So thank you all so much for watching again. Please remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any suggestions, if you liked what you saw. And I'll catch you all around next time, hopefully with less Black Cauldrons. Take care.